Yeah, do you even have Sharpe?
We're strutting.
You know,
we're strutting.
Do you have Sharpe at number 7 even? Like, are you?
Yes. Hold on, stand by.
Okay, we're standing by. Matt Pennie, letting us know who the pick is.
Shaedon Sharpe.
Let's go. Okay, so my initial instinct on this was right. I'm very angry that I switched this in the mock because
I was right.
I had a feeling that this would be the direction that Mike would go, and I kind of got talked off of it from people who thought it would be Dyson Daniels at 7.
Right.
Look, I mean, we literally have like evidence of audio evidence of Mike talking about.
You
Shaedon
did
Sharpe
a deep dive into
fit
this,
in
man.
Portland.
You did. This is some of your best work. Honest to God.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute. He was
went
on a
back.
pod. You said yesterday. You sent me a podcast from like May 12th before Mike was even an assistant GM. Said, "Look, man, I found this." I'm like, what? And on it, he was saying how much he loves Shaedon Sharpe. He buys it, the build, the frame, the mold. I have Shaedon,
and particularly
sixth
buys
board,
the fit for Portland. To be clear, like it was not just I'm just a fucking idiot. Like, why would I move him off of Dyson Daniels? Okay, so Shaedon Sharpe. Give the breakdown on Shaedon Sharpe, please, Matt, in terms of who he is as a player.
We joke and we overuse the word upside. It's turned into a drinking game for some people during the draft, but he is Mr. Upside. He is Mr. Mystery Man at 6'6" with a 6'10" wingspan, an NBA build and frame and body, as some would say, can create off the dribble, off the bounce. An exceptionally explosive athlete, especially in transition. As a guy on the weak side of the floor, when the ball is shifted over to him, he rips through, takes one dribble, and tries to rip the rim off. Shot it really, really well his last grassroots season in the UIBL, over 42% from 3, I believe. Looked good workouts, but he didn't play Kentucky. So that's what the mystery is. He enrolled there. Is he going to play? Is he not going to play? So all the film and tape that us in the outside world had to evaluate was him playing in the grind session, as they show highlights behind me, in Arizona. It was in back gyms in Augusta, Georgia. It's a different barometer and a different lens that we'd look through from other guys, but he fits the bill as the type of guy and wing at the 2 or 3 that NBA teams covet, and Portland's taking a dice roll on it. They're saying this is the guy that fits kind of what we want to do going forward. If he hits, he could be a top 3 guy in the draft. There's been analysts that say this is the guy that should be number 1 if he played in college. I tend to disagree. I think he'd probably be in the same range if he went back to school. The process has been clunky, but credit to him and his team. He's a top 10 pick here. He's going 7th to a great organization that develops their guys. So kudos to that whole crew.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, this organization does have a real track record of getting guys better since Damian Lillard has been there. Just being real with it, right? You look at Anthony Simons. Frankly, they have gone through this exact process that they're about to go through before with Shaedon Sharpe when they drafted Anthony Simons out of prep school 4 years ago. I guess that was, right? That would have been 3 or 4 years ago. I think 4 years ago now. They've gone through this. They know what it takes. They know how to bring a guy along slowly. On top of it, like, I don't know that there was anyone on the board here that was like significantly going to help them in their playoff push next year. Maybe Dyson. Like, I think Dyson probably could have played real minutes, but at the end of the day, I really do think that Shaedon Sharpe is a real, legitimate shot creator who, at the very least, I think will be able to get buckets off the bench. I'm not 1,000% convinced about his half-court ability to get to the rim. I think that he decelerates really well. I don't love the first step quite as much as other people do in the half court. I think you also see that a little bit on defense, where he can get beaten a little bit more often than what you would expect for someone who is this high level of an athlete out in transition. I'll be interested.
But that power that he has when you see the transition, that extra gear. So I think that's there in the half court, but you have to unlock it. Also, guy that hasn't played competitive games in 5-on-5 for 2 years. So if you think he's going to come in and start, he's not. Like, he's going to need reps. I wouldn't be against throwing the G League, and it's not a slight. I'm saying, like, get your reps.
Well, here's the thing: the Blazers don't have a G League team.
Yeah, but they partner with somebody, right? I mean, they don't have like their hands on it. Yeah. But whatever. I wouldn't throw this kid into the fire because he is a kid. Like, he didn't play in the SEC this year. He played in practice.
Well, and here's the thing: the Blazers have not done that previously. They don't throw guys into the fire. They keep them up with the big team, typically, is what they've done in the past when Neil Olshey was running the show. And they let them learn from the younger guys. They did this with Nasir Little. They did this with Anthony Simons. They continue to do it. Like, they did it with Gary Trent as well. they have a very good track record of figuring out how to best make these young guys work.
And the Simons one is right on the money, because after the first year, I talked to people like, Simons makes sense. Like, no, they love him. They love him. They don't want to rush it. They know he's really, really good, can score the basketball, but they don't have to play him 30 minutes a night there.